Sustaining the evade. One of the things I didn't go into detail is how I'm able to continually evade. The most important part of this build is having those max evade charges. Those are letting us stack up all of our cooldowns that we're receiving through multiple ways. So on your boots, make sure your first stat is the +3 to max evades. Another way we're helping our evade cooldown is tempering our evade cooldown reduction. We also have the lucky hit to daze, which is activating our rapid gambits. And I also have our evade cooldown reduction on my amulet as well. I run concussive strikes on my boots for added lucky hit to daze as well, and we get a multiplicative damage to our dazed enemies. Under abilities, when I talk about activating our rapid gambits, this is the node that makes this build work really well. Evading through an enemy dazes them for 2 seconds, which I'll show you guys in a little bit of gameplay how I do that as well. Your evade cooldown is reduced by 0.75 seconds when you daze an enemy. So that's where our lucky hit to daze comes into play and is really important. It's just letting us continually stack up our max evades back to that top. I think it goes up to 4 for our evade. I'll show you here. See, I can have up to 4 stacks of it. And as you watch me through the gameplay shortly, you'll see it kind of dwindle and then jump right back up kind of thing as I'm attacking. This build can struggle in lower content. So if mobs are just killed instantly, if sustaining the evade is a bit harder, something I'll do is evade a few times, attack, or I'll evade and double back through those mobs and try to evade through them again to activate rapid gambits as well. Also in group plays where people are running meta builds where they're just killing everything and you evade and you can't pull anything in kind of thing. So in the horde, you'll see that our mobs are they're slow to start. Like I'll just group and attack and evade back through them, group, attack, evade through them kind of thing. And you can just see my stacks are continually going up. If I just keep trying to evade and tug them, my stacks are gonna reduce quite a bit. So one thing I'll do is kind of just always, I play on controller, so I'm always holding puncture as well for when my evades run out. I know that I'm gonna just throw puncture and create some daze on the mobs, and then I can just keep on tugging. So here you go, I can see, and I'm always moving forward. I'll watch my mini map and try to aim myself to be evading towards enemies. We want to constantly pull in enemies to continually daze new monsters kind of thing. And we'll just keep on going around and around. We'll attack a bit. And that's why this build is a bit harder when you're playing with a bunch of people that are able to just obliterate the content, because we're not able to pull the content in and daze them. So you kind of have to manage or sustain your evades and prioritize kind of just attacking, and then I'll group and then attack and I'll group them again through evade. How am I able to proc my lucky hit to daze? I am using the Shroud of Conduras, which makes this build work, and that shadow damage has a lucky hit chance, which is proccing all of our crowd control as well as our Andariel's Visage for that poison damage. So basically, every time I evade, that shadow damage is spreading around all of our lucky hits that come from our Fist of Fate and also our boots with the concussive aspect. If you have any more questions, I stream most nights on Twitch. You can find the link below. I hope everyone's having fun with Tugboat Rogue and keep on tugging.